done a little bit of improv when I was a kid, which I loved, and I loved the opportunity to do that again and to learn about working in the moment and kind of the thing I love about it is it's fun. It's a kind of entertaining way to hang out with a bunch of people, but you also learn really useful skills in terms of how to kind of be with other people, how to interact with people, and how to come up with ideas on the spot. Oh, I loved it. It was really brings you out of yourself. Kind of the nature of the exercises force you to kind of really step forward and kind of be there, live in the moment, and think on your feet, and it really I really noticed the change over the 4 days, from that kind of showing up with a room full of strangers to at the end, when you're kind of much more comfortable in your own skin and much more kind of present. The thing I enjoyed most was the exercises where you're creating a character, or you're having to kind of dream up a scenario on the spot. With the person you're with, you have to suddenly decide on a relationship with that person, whether it's your mother or your best friend or your tax attorney or something. So I love that, just the on the spot imagination that you have to kind of come up with. A few initial nerves, just working with people you haven't met before, and that kind of uncertainty of what you're going to have to do, and then the fact you're going to have to do it in front of people you haven't met before. But that, within the first half an hour or so, that dissolved away, and you realise everyone's in the same boat and you're all there to do the same thing. I mean, a lot of these things you have to kind of push yourself. You're always rewarded by it, and of course, it is a little bit nerve-wracking doing anything like this, but that's part of what makes it great. It's kind of using those nerves in a good way, and making yourself do something where you're kind of bringing out another side of yourself that you wouldn't in any other circumstance. One of the things that I think I improved on is being able to think in the moment and to react immediately to things, rather than kind of having that level of analysis that often goes on. Even whether it's talking to someone at a party, or whether it's working, if I'm writing a script or working with actors, is being able to actually be there at that moment and work directly and listen and respond without that kind of extra layer of analysis that often goes on. I found that something that I improved on a lot. Life Masters Academy helped me to think in the moment, to listen and respond in kind of a more direct way, and to be present.